Hey everyone, this is Hero Almighty 2011. Welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we obtained the legendary Blade of Evil's Bane and looked like the legendary hero once again. I guess you could say, we attained our birthright. And in this episode, now that we also have the ability to become a wolf and warp to wherever we want to go, well, kinda, we can warp to wherever we want at least. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff taken care of today. So, before we progress the story, we're going to do a bunch of, not so much side quests, but more or less side things that I want to get taken care of. First thing we want to do, even though I said that we're going to be, collecting golden bugs in a montage later, I actually want to collect this right now because it's going to be a while before we can come back here, and yes, spoilers, we're coming back here. We'll collect this, and you caught a male snail. Wow, that rhymes. Anyway, now we have that. You also may notice there's a treasure chest here, but it's completely destroyed. Keep that in mind for later. Anyway, we finally completed everything we want to do here for now. Let's warp out of here, and the first place we want to go to. Do you remember the fact that in the last episode we got another statue to summon the Golden Wolf? We actually want to go to where he is. So, let's do just that. Now, I must take note. You need to be in an area where no one can see you, because to warp you have to transform into a wolf, and apparently it'd be awkward for people to see you transform if you did just that. So, on our way back to Hyrule Castle, I'm kind of hoping the mailman stops me because I want to transform before I get out of there, and yes! Thank you, mailman! By the way, Hyrule Warriors, Link is a mailman. F***ing sexy.
Greetings, Mr. Link. I have come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Telma. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail.
Ah, I love the guy. You know, I'm really happy too, because by the time this recording goes up, the DLC, the other costumes for pre-ordering Hyrule Warriors came out finally, so I can finally use the Twilight Princess costumes. I'm so happy about that. Anyway, let's read the letter of what Telma wants to say. Link, there are some folks wanting you to meet, so come by the bar right away. These guys will be powerful allies to you. You heard me, come by. I'll be waiting for you at the Castle Town bar. Oh, so those guys that we saw eavesdropped on when we were a wolf. Huh, they're actually someone that she wants us to meet. Okay, then. We're going to be talking to them later, though, because like I said, we need to get some stuff out of the way first. The first thing we want to do is, I believe last time I said that we couldn't go to this area before. Well, we're going to go here now. Because we actually have the item we need for this area. We go in here and... oh, it's kind of creepy and ominous. And I don't like that shadow. He has a pointed head. He can be an executor for all we know. And... believe it or not, this guy is actually Tingle. I mean, his name isn't Tingle, his name I think is Perlo. But this guy is Twilight Princess's equivalent of Tingle if he was an actual human being, or Hylian, you know what I mean. Oh my god. You know, this still shocked me when I saw that too, that apparently this guy is supposed to be like a realistic Tingle, but yeah. So, I like how they like make this place look ominous as hell and everything. No, it's just a minigame. Now the funny thing is, he made this minigame unfair for people to base it. This is a star game, and he made this game unfair so that he can rip people off, but you're gonna see how bitter and butthurt he gets when we actually win this game. So, star game. The rules are exceedingly simple. So all you must endeavor is to track down all the glowing orbs and collect them before time runs out. Heh. Rather outstanding name, I must say. Oh my god. Step right up, shyness be gone. It's only 10 rupees. Now, okay, as much as I say he's gonna get butthurt when we win this, considering there's lag on my computer when I play this, I might actually mess up, and if I do, I'll keep in the field recording just because it will be hilarious, but let's do this, no problem. Here we go! Now also, if you remember those girls that were outside the tent when we were doing this, yeah, funny thing is, when you get a certain amount of stuff, they'll actually start cheering you on. And it's hilarious that they become like your fan base after this, and I am already messing this up badly. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this in the attempt. I'm doing terribly. See right there, they're just like squeeing over you. Oh, I actually did it on one attempt. Wow, with like half a second. Impossible. Oh, what a happy this is. The debut of a new star. Showers of applause all around. To the star, I shall give this. Now you can see this is very worth our time because now we can hold up to 60 arrows. That's very, very helpful later. And it's kind of funny because even though we can do that, we still can only carry 30 bomb arrows, but you'll see what I'm talking about later where we're actually going to get it upgraded. Very well, the next stage shall be one created just for you, good sir. Yeah, he's actually making his game harder just because he's so butthurt that he lost. I would expire should you decline. Please try it when it is ready. Pff, I shall remember this. Now, we could do it right away if we wanted to, but it's actually impossible at this point, so... Okay, and you remember how the girls were fangirling over us before? Look at this. Link is now Senpai, and if these girls will continuously follow you around this section, and if you talk to them... See how the hearts... See, now I question how hearts work in Zelda games, and they run off like little schoolgirls. Okay. So, I'm gonna cut down to the lower section of Hyrule Field, because, like I said, that's where we want to go for the Golden Spirit. Pedophile. Now... Ugh. Jeez. I had like a slightly burp. Now that we're in the lower Hyrule Field, or lower Castletown Hyrule Field, there's actually a golden bug over here, which I'm going to quickly grab, which I'm trying to be careful grabbing it. Female ladybug, which for the life of me, I actually don't know where the male one is. Again, we're gonna worry about that later. You may also notice there's a Goron down here. Don't worry about him for now, because I think we can take care of him in this episode, but if not, we'll take care of him in the next episode, or at least sometime in the future. A little fun fact about this area, too, is that occasionally you'll see Agatha hanging out around here, trying to search for the golden bugs, which is weird because, you know, why are you searching in one particular area? Shouldn't you, like, go around Hyrule like we are? Anyway, there's a hole down here that there's actually something under there that we want, but we actually can't go get that yet because, well, as I can try to show off, and whoa, the camera was just like, you dead, brah. It's tucked away in a corner, and there's physically no way to reach it unless we somehow have 2 claw shots, but we don't. We only have 1. Is there another claw shot in the game? I don't know. But the more important thing is the Golden Spirit's over here, so let's talk to him and get our next skill, shall we?
This next is the greatest of hidden skills I have taught you to this point. Animate as the limits of your endurance. Do you still wish to master it? Very well. Before we begin, I must test you to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the backslice. Now then, come at me! Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My 4th hidden skill is the Helmet Splitter. Let it hew into your mind. It is impossible to circle around and perform a backslice against fully armored enemies that move swiftly in combat. Against such foes, you must first use a shield attack to make them flinch, but then quickly press A. You will leap into the air over the enemy's heads with great and greet them with your blade by immediately striking from behind. This is the Helm Splitter. Show it to me. impressive. Do not miss your chance to use the helm sweater with A after your shield attack. And the fourth hidden skill, the helm sweater, has been passed on.
You've learned the fourth hidden skill, the Helm Splitter, which is also from Wind Waker, but it's kind of cool you can do this manually. Stun foes with a shield attack and press A to attack from above.
There are still 3 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you've come to learn the next skill. May we meet again.
You know, something interesting about this spirit. He seems to know a lot about us and a lot about the ways of the sword. Also, he's left-handed. As far as I know, Link's the only person who's left-handed in Hyrule, and the hero is supposed to be left-handed minus Skyward Sword. You know, I wonder what they're implying. Anyway, our next destination is actually going to be Kakariko Village, because I believe we can do a side quest. If not, I'll cut it out to where we're actually going to be going, because I don't want to look like an idiot. Now, something hilarious about Kakariko Village is that if you go here as a wolf... Whoa! It's a monster! Everyone run! Insert clip from Sonic Adventure DX.
Oh, it's a monster! No!
Now they're all inside, and basically they won't come out to bother you until you go into a room or leave the area. Anyway, I'm gonna go check if I'm correct about what we have to do here, and if not, I'll just cut away to where we're actually going. Oh yeah, I am right. So, in Malamart, the Gorons from the Goron Mines actually show up because they want to start a business to take over that snooty shop from Hyrule Castletown. And you go over to them and ask how much it is to pay to take over the shop. Reliable source, they're going through prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Fear not, brother, from Malamart has proposed town huntspeople relief plan as an answer to the lamentations of the common man. Repair the broken bridge. Oh, right, no. Okay, first we have to repair that bridge. That's why that Goron wasn't showing up. We haven't fixed the bridge yet. Okay, so what you have to do, basically, it's a 2-part side quest. Well, 3-part. You have to restore the bridge, the broken bridge, leading up to the west side, not west, the east side of Hyrule Castletown, so that they can go and try to take over that shop. And because of that, it takes a lot of rupees unless you do the entire side quest. Back when I first played this, I didn't know that, but I'm going to at least try to do that now. Now, I actually forget how much it is to repair the bridge, so how much is it? Buy product, yeah. There's a problem. The finances for the execution of the glorious plan aren't lacking. Okay, how much is it to repay the bridge? 1,000 rupees for the bridge. Ooh, I actually don't remember if we should do this now or we should do this later. I mean, I can always turn in some golden bugs to Agatha. Ooh, I actually forget, because I know that it's 1,000 rupees to fix the bridge, but I don't know if you can make it shorter. And it's 2,000 to take over the shop, but if you fix the bridge and do that side quest, it's 200. But I forget if this can be put down also. I'm just gonna give him about almost half of that then. Okay then, I'll have to come back because I apparently don't remember how to do the whole thing. So let's go back to Hyrule Field. Not Hyrule Field. Jesus, I'm so tongue-tied right now. Let's go back to Hyrule Castletown and go inside Telma's bar, but I'll do you the favor and cut out till I get there. Oh, come on! But wait, he said surprisingly in shock. There's actually something I remembered. You can actually use the Gale Boomerang to... Oh, wow, I need to refill my lantern. I'm gonna buy more lantern oil after this, but you can actually use the Gale Boomerang behind Russell's house and get something very worth your time. Thanks. Shout out to Hellfire Commentaries, more specifically MBM, for showing me you can do this. I think it's behind here. Hold on. What side do you have to do it from? Because I, don't remember. I think they were playing the Wii version, so it's from this side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, shout out to MBM from Hellfire Commentaries for showing me this. If you use the Gale Boomerang behind Russell and Uli's house, you get an orange rupee. I played this game for years without ever knowing that. Okay, now I'll cut away to Tama's bar. But first I'm going to buy some lantern oil. Okay, so back in Tama's bar, the moment we walk in, well, not the moment we walk in, but at least when we walk near her, oh my, if it isn't Link. That's a big sword you're carrying. By the way, I should actually take a minute to note, this is the first game with the Master Sword's redesign, so it's actually a long sword rather than just a standard sword like it was in Ocarina of Time and Soul Calibur 2. Because you notice the scabbard is really long. I guess that just means that Link is slightly, like, this Link is a bit stronger because he can wield that sword with one hand. That's, like, really powerful. Well, then again, so can Link and Skyward Sword and Hyrule Warriors, obviously, but it's this game that started the tradition of the Master Sword being a long sword rather than a regular sword. You made it, honey. How have you... You made it. How have you been? Wow, what am I, dyslexic? Jeez. Oh, not insulting dyslexic people. I'm sorry. Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey. These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but he's been in a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert, so he's gonna check it out. He's an older man named Aru, who, if you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk to him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why don't you relax for a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk with these folks? They're a jolly bunch. We might as well, actually, because these guys are actually pretty cool. And we'll be seeing them a lot more later in the game. So let's talk to the first guy over here. It's weird because this guy basically is the equivalent of British people in Hyrule. It's kind of weird how, like, there's like subsidiaries of like the race of Hylian, but whatever. Oh, hello there, Link. You must... Oh my god, I can't read. And I apologize for my accent, because, like, I not to my own harm, I'm an amateur voice actor, but, like, if my accent's, like, terrible, I'm sorry. Oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shard. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history of the Legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. And over here is the only female member of the group, and frankly, I don't like her. Maybe it's just because the way that she looks, because that hairstyle is kind of creepy. It's Ashe. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, his lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regiment, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule, it's unlike any mountain we've ever known. I don't know much about it, but things happen there that happen in no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? I think she has an accent, considering she says yeah, but I'm not sure. But the last guy over here is wearing a mask. I wonder who this guy is. Oh, he's, quite the talkative type. Is he also a silent protagonist? Well, the moment you talk to him again, it has been a long time, Link. Guess who? Yep. You thought you saw the last of him in the tutorial? Nope. Russell is actually one of your party... Well, not party members. This is an RPG. Russell is actually one of the fellows that's going to be helping you out later in the game. And I'm really glad he is too, because I hate when, like, characters are only in the tutorial and you never see them again. Twilight Princess, like, it's good and bad with that. How there's characters you see in the beginning and you never see them again, or they become irrelevant. But I'm glad with at least some characters they become relevant later on also. Link, my wife Uli sent word to me. I have seen the children in Kakariko Village. And of course, I've also heard of your adventures. Good to see your arms recovered, by the way. I must thank you for your help with Colin Link. Another thing I need to point out too, and I'm sorry for like stopping in the middle of his text dialogue, I kind of like if you look at his outfit, or like if you go to his artwork, his outfit's essentially a more like warrior version of the Ordon like farmer outfit, which I really, really like, especially because that's one of my favorite default outfits for Link next to the Skyward Sword one and Outset Island. I barely recognized him. In any case, I am troubled by my own inaction. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I have had a connection with them for a long while. Like the others, I'm gathering information now. I'll let you know if I hear anything. So, should we look at that map over there? And yeah, by the way, the postman's over there reading the mail, I guess. Should we look at the map over here? They tell us where one of their party members is actually missing, and we have to go to Lake Hylia. But instead of warping there, I actually want to show something off. Remember that area I said we can't do anything to because it's a giant crevice and there's a heart piece tucked away in the corner? Well, what happens if you actually jump down that? Well, let's cut off to where I go over to it. Back over in South Hyrule Field, you may notice also why are my rupees inconsistent? Well, on the way over here, I actually decided to visit Agatha and deposit the bugs over there, which, don't worry, I'll put me giving her the bugs in the end slate of the video. But, I might actually go back and do, the Malamart side quest. Oh, speaking of Agatha, there she is. So, this is what I was talking about before, how she's out in the field, and she's one of the only NPCs that does this, too. Yeah, she just kind of reminds you how many more are left to find. And there is one thing that's interesting about her too. She is also not afraid of your wolf form. Oh, hello puppy. I'm sorry, but I don't speak puppy. Do you want to play? And what's interesting too is that she kind of is a callback to Majora's Mask in the sense that she has her own AI. Because once it starts to become nighttime, she'll actually walk back to the castle on her own. Though it's kind of weird how I left her house and she still got here before me. Anyway, yeah, like, I almost have enough rupees to go back and do the Malamart side quest, so I might do that in the next episode, just to let you know. So, once we're all finished with everything, I might go back and do that side quest. Anyway, let's jump for it! Oh, this is a bad idea! So, if you ever want a quick detour to Lake Hylia, even though it takes you all the way here, this is actually a quick way to do that. Also, that bird, now that we can transform into a wolf whenever we want, we can actually do a side quest for not only an item but also a heart piece. But I'll do that in the next episode as well. I actually want to get a bit of story progression done. Plus, remember that glitch I was talking about, showing you how big Lake Hylia actually is? I'll be showing that off in the next episode as well. But, like I said, I actually want to get a bit of story progression done in this episode. So, without further ado, let's head back over to where Aru is. Which, I'm gonna cut until I get over to about where the cannon house is. So I'll meet you guys there. Now, wait just a cotton chicken pliggin' minute. I'm sorry for, like, keep detouring and everything, but I keep remembering these things at the last minute. There's actually a piece of heart we can get right now because we have the claw shots. You go into Lineru's spring, and you can use the claw shot over here. Jesus, that was close. Whoa, can you use the wolf thing over here? I actually don't remember. No, you can't. Okay, why is that little thing jutting out? Whatever. So I'm gonna go equip my lantern and my claw shot, and let's go over there. Climbing vines is still really slow. Anyway, I just noticed that this place has a bunch of snake motifs. So there's a hidden door over here, of all things. And now there's a treasure chest over there, but, 2 treasure chests in fact, but if you light both lanterns, guess what? It's kind of a given in Zelda games nowadays, but at the very least, yeah. So, let's open up the 2 treasure chests first. And here we have bombs, which we don't really need, but okay. And over here, we have a blue rupee! But now we open this up and You got a piece of heart. So now I will meet you by the cannon shop. I am really sorry for all these detours, but again, there's so much we can do now that we have the ability to warp. Also, if you want, you can claw shot over there, but you can't really do anything, so I kind of don't know why those are over there. But hey, whatever. At least there wasn't a concussion. Okay, now that we're back over to this big wide area, now we go up here, and if you recall, there was a ladder over here, but we basically couldn't do anything, considering we needed to be a wolf and get up the ladder, which was impossible at the time. So now we climb up the ladder and basically transform. I almost said wadder. What am I, friggin' Elmer Fudd? Okay, transform into a wolf, because, guess what? We have another Howling Stone. I know, we just got done with one thing, and we found another one. Anyway. Now, for the life of me, I don't remember what this song is, but I'll put up on screen what the name of the song is, and you know, I'll do what I did with the other parts and basically put up the video appropriate for what the song is supposed to be.
All past you. Take sword in hand and find me.
Huh. That's kind of far off, but ironically that's actually where we're going, so no need to worry. Anyway, over here, this is a really, really obnoxious mini dungeon, and I won't be opening that up yet because I'm just gonna leave that for later and pretend it doesn't exist. Show the black guy's face, show the black guy's face, put it all over the friggin' screen. I'll cut back up to when I get up there. But wait, before I get up there, I just remembered, now that it's nighttime, we can start Poe hunting. So I'm gonna go beat up this Poe. Not much to say, considering it's kind of standard what you have to do, but if you use that energy beam that, you know, Minna has, you can get them with one hit. Anyway, now I'll meet you guys back up there. And I know there are more Poes to find here, but I'm not going to bother. Again, we're going to leave Poe hunting for when they actually are convenient, and at the same time, we're going to just leave them all in general for like near the end of the LP. But I will pick them up if they're convenient, but I won't go out of my way for them, if anything. Similar to the golden bugs, which we'll leave for a later time. Anyway, let's head back up there. Okay, back up here. I can't believe I freaking fell last time. Guess what? We have yet another Poe. Well, again, nothing really to say, so I'm just gonna beat this one up. But, there's a dig spot? Huh, I should figure out what's here. Probably just hearts or something. Oh, I'll quickly see what that is. But, this giant tower is actually our location. And what is here, anyway? Oh, this is a rupee. This giant tower is our location, and considering last time we had a giant climb up a ladder, I apologize for not doing this earlier. Insert Snake Eater.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'm melting too. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master Link, is it? Do you know Telma, don't you? I am Aru. I am part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. It's funny, because if you look at this guy's concept on Hyrule Warriors, like, not Hyrule Warriors, and Hyrule Historia, it's kind of disturbing. I think one of his concepts was him being a female, but I'm not sure. I have heard all about your deeds from her. I'll be honest, I'm kind of creeped out the fact he has, like, really, like, big anime eyes for being an old man. Now, you being a courageous youth, you have likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master Link? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who have been sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert is at world's end. It still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. Which is funny because apparently many years later, there are no Gerudos in this game, as I mentioned in a previous part, but many years later they must have settled their differences because the desert is wide open to visitors again. His old bones know that there's evil currently plaguing Hyrule. It's related to the wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Ah, is that so? Then let a good old Aru help you out. You see Lake Hylia below us? A man named Friar runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. We got a pointless item because it's gonna go away the moment we show it. Is that an X or Y show it? See, long ago I saved this man Friar's life, and now he cannot refuse it if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Friar, it should go well. Now, you could jump off this tower and get hurt, but I'm not going to get hurt because I'm going to jump into the water. Oh, sure, Link, the one time you don't dive. Okay, let's just quickly speed up me swimming over there because it's going to take a while. Okay, now that we're here, remember to show him the letter because I made the stupid mistake of not doing that my first time, and it took me a while to do this on my first recording. By the way, I know there's a pole over there and all the way over there because you can faintly see it, which that's really good draw distance now that I think about it. But again, out of the way, so let's not do that right now. Anyway, let's talk to him and show him the letter. From old Aru, huh? Oh, well, I guess I gotta do what the old coot says. Oasis flight, right? So, here you go, one of our secret options not available to the general public. This time's all paid for, so what do you say? Wanna go? Let's do this. Alrighty, but remember, next time you gotta pay. Sweet sailing, buddy of mine. One for the Oasis, fire in the hole. He says that, but there's actually a way to warp into the desert, which we'll get into probably in the next episode, so... Sorry, buddy. Looks like I'm depriving you of money once again. Also, I'm not going to skip this because this is still hilarious.
What is it? Lift about your right. Then put your pistols. Do it with the lights, say that. In this script, do it and or Gerudo dead. And with secret the photos. quiet. Smattering, you do this at you ain't so gentle. Boy and it's remember. And to you this to get boy mem gentle. That you could be magic you say. Could